Last week we looked at some of the vocabulary words. Some of them were ancient, brilliant, compare, delectable, and glossary. With their synonyms was what we looked at last week. And we said that ancient, a synonym for ancient is what? Very old, past, like something that is of the past. An ancient museum. I visited the museum and I saw an ancient dinosaur bone, right? That's an example of ancient. So, but for today we are going to be looking at words like individual, ordeal, reverse, swift, and wisdom. So, without much of ado, just look at your textbook where we pick the word individual. Individual is an adjective. Can someone remind me of an adjective? What is an adjective again?
An adjective.
Please just signify by raising up your hand. An adjective, yes.
An adjective is a word that takes place of a noun.
An adjective is a word that modifies a noun. It does what? Modifies or describes a noun. And you can pick a synonym as what? Person. As what? Person. It could also mean single. So when you use the word individual, you are automatically saying a single person. Single. You're talking about what? Single or a person. Just one. Individual. I am an individual. You are all who? Individuals. You are all who? Individuals. So can someone give me an example of an individual? Yes, that is an example of it. Stand up. Give me a sentence for that. Yes, Samad.
My friend is an individual person.
Your friend is an individual person. Well, your friend is an individual, yes? Please, sentence.
As an individual, we should work together.
As an individual, we should work together. No. Yes.
I am an individual, so I have personal belongings.
Good. You are an individual, or rather, I have my personal belonging. I have a personal what? Belonging. This glass belongs to me. It belongs to an individual. And it means existing as something or separate. Existing as what? Something or separate. Then the next one is an ordeal. An ordeal is an unpleasant or difficult experience. An ordeal is what? Okay, an ordeal. Something that is unpleasant or a difficult experience. Can you cast your mind back to think of something that you have experienced? An ordeal you have had, either at home, in school, among your peer group, among your family relations, nephew, nieces, cousins. So could you just say, think, an ordeal you have had before now. I want to hear it. You can think of a scenario, an unpleasant scenario. Yes, darling.
My mom gave me those ordeal.
No, that cannot be used as a sentence. Someone, yes. You had an horrible dream, something like unpleasant, something difficult, an experience that is difficult. Which did you have? Yes, at this one.
Nightmare. When the firefighters came to rescue people from the house, everyone was happy to know that they were safe, but it was an ordeal.
environment. Everyone was happy. But an ordeal situation, like we found out that everybody was sick. It was an ordeal situation, a pleasant and very difficult thing. But at the end of the day, everyone was safe, right? Okay, how about, let's say, let's use the word, I had an unpleasant experience during the holiday. Does that sentence make sense? I had what? An ordeal experience during when? The holiday. That means I had an unpleasant experience, right? It was unpleasing and I had some troubles. I had some suffering. I had some trial, which are the synonym for ordeal. So whenever you hear or see the word nightmare, trial, suffering, they all connote one thing, which is what? An ordeal. The next word is reverse. Something opposite to something else. An opposite of something. You are reversing. Reverse. 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 Right? Do you get? How many of us have been in our parents' car and all of a sudden maybe one or two pick up and just see him or her reversing, taking the car backward? Good. That's what a reverse, a pushback button. Let's say, let me give you an example. I want to go to Lagos. Instead of me to go towards Ugbo, how many of us know Ugbo? Instead of me to head towards Ugbo, I decide to go to Sapero. I decide to go what? Sapero. Will I ever get to my destination? Let's say now, let's talk. Will I ever get to my destination? Because there are two different destinations. You have two different points. I'm heading towards west, and Sapero is heading towards what? The south. So there are two different things. But the moment, if peradventure I get to Winners, or Ajif, or Olobo, rather, and I remember that, this is not the route. I'm supposed to be heading towards what? Ugbowo, towards Oluku, and the Axis. I decide to do what? To make a reverse. Like to make a U-turn and make what? A reverse. Then I decide to start heading towards that direction. Is that not okay? Good. So, back up. To cause or to go something in an opposite direction, which we all know, is known as what? Reverse. Then swift. 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 Which is what? Occurrence. A sudden occurrence. Something happens swiftly. Oh my God, this man just escaped death swiftly. He suddenly escaped the accident swiftly. Do you get? Something that occurred suddenly. He almost had an accident, but he swiftly did what? So you can pick the synonym from it, like quick, rapid. John is having a swift growth. For instance, you bump into John, an old-time friend, happen to be same age with you, and all of a sudden you find out that he's more taller, bigger, and you begin to like, we are of age, we are same age, but he looks bigger and taller and masculinity and every other thing. So you can be telling a story to someone else and say, John is going swiftly. Do you know I bumped into John last week? Man, I could tell that he's growing swiftly. That means John is having a rapid growth. John is having what? A rapid growth. These vegetables are growing swiftly. These vegetables are growing what? Swiftly. I decided to plant vegetable at the backyard of my house today. In 2 days time or 3 days time, I went visiting the vegetable to water it. To my surprise, the vegetable has sprung up from the ground and it has grown and almost as tall as I am. Right? What will I not say? I said, man, this vegetable is growing what? Rapidly. This vegetable is having a rapid growth. Are we together? Then wisdom, which is the ability to make good decisions based on knowledge and experience. Wisdom. The ability to make good work decisions. Emeka has wisdom. How many of us have heard our parents pray that, oh, may the Lord give you wisdom? That means ability for you to take good decision, to reason based on your knowledge of what you know. Alright? So you can take the synonym for wisdom to be what? Good sense, judgment, insight. Peace has an insight of the mathematical topic that was taught yesterday by the math teachers. Are we together? Peace had what? An insight of the mathematical topic, of the topic that was taught in math yesterday. So what that connotes, peace had what? Wisdom. But you cannot use both. Can I use both? Can I say peace had wisdom and insight of the topic taught in math yesterday? Can I say that? That's tautology. So that means we practically understood what we learned today. Please ensure to use these words daily, in your daily conversation, at home, with your teachers, among your classmates. Because experience, they say, is the best teacher, and we'll learn on daily basis. If you stop learning, you start dying. Yes. So we are expected to learn on a daily basis. So pick a word that you want to learn about, write the synonym, write the part of speech, and a simple sentence for that word. Don't forget that these words are to be used on the daily basis while communicating. Are we together? Yes. So do we have anything to say? I don't understand. Can I see your hand? Good. That means we all understood what is being done. So kindly open to page 76 for your worksheet. Then you will find that it says underline the parts in each sentence in a synonym, phrase, or definition for a list of words. Unscramble the words in page 76, 1 to 14, as worksheet now.